I'm just fascinated about the three-way kiss. Like I've done three-way kisses before. It's tough. It's tough hang.
I'm just gonna say it.
You really gotta.
Three-way kissing with men is so much easier and more fun than three-way kissing with women.
Explain how.
I don't know. I don't understand it myself. There's facial hair and there's tickling and there's there's a lot going on there. And it's like in three-way kissing is also like you do the thing where two people are kissing and somebody's at your neck and like that's intense and like on your ears. But like it's just not like three sets of lips like this. You can do that too. Like look, I look like one of the creatures.
That's what I was imagining. Hello everyone, welcome back to Swapping Secrets. My name is Lawrence. I am without Jess today. She's away on maternity leave. But if you haven't already, please spank that subscribe button and give us a follow. Today's topic, we're discussing more Reddit stories. People loved it last time, and so we wanted to dive into another topic about bisexual dilemmas. But with me, not just me talking about this, because I am not really a part of this community. I'm just kind of like, I'm an ally. I'm like, hi everyone, I'm just here on the outside, but I have the wonderful and often mentioned on this show, Bradford and Angela from BytheBi. And they're going to help me unpack some of the stories that we've found, well, Gabe has found on Reddit that may or may not be unhinged. I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm so excited for you.
I haven't read ahead. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. And I really did love doing this the last time. And make sure to stick around to the end because we have just a tip. It's going to be truth or troll. I know what this one is because we did it last time. If you don't know what it is, it's a little bit fun.
Yeah, it's a good fun one, and I will reveal more of it in just a tip.
Excellent. How have you guys been?
Yeah, good, great, awful, awesome, like everybody, right? Like
awesome,
like awfulsome.
I think Barney Stinson actually says that in an episode of How I Met Your Mother. I'm awesome.
Yeah, it is one of those things that everybody. I think we're all highs and lows, right? We're human, and so I never like to say, everything's just coming up perfect.
Yeah.
How about you?
Same.
Yeah,
I'm awesome. Yeah.
I
don't know. Life is hard. Life is busy, and then
but ultimately life is good.
Look, you can't be too disgruntled when. Well, I mean, my job is running this place. So it's like it's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, laws. Poor Lawrence.
But it's more about like paying the bills and this and that. So I was like, oh, that's not so sexy.
Yeah.
Adulting.
Ugh.
Adulting. Adulting and not adulterating. No, wait.
We'll fix that in post. So we had our pendulum party here on Friday night.
Oh yeah.
And it was amazing. And it's good. It's talking about how things have changed and how the world has changed. And like we've changed the way we do a pendulum party now. We now do the talk. The talk.
Yeah. All right, you lot, sit the fuck down. I'm going to give you the talk.
Daddy's going to give you a talking to.
Now, you might have gotten the talk from your parents, the birds and the bees, but I'm telling you about the bees and the bees and the birds now.
That's right. Exactly. That's basically how it goes.
Okay, great. Yeah, with that tone as well. Like,
yeah. But that's only when Angela talks.
Yeah. Stop squiggling in the back, you little shits.
Unless you're enjoying it.
It's my yum. Okay then.
Carry on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. It's still, I think have we been doing it now for 10 years?
Not
9 years?
2017. 9 years.
2017? No, I thought it was like, I trust your memory. I'm not even going to speak.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 2015 or something like that. 2016.
Are we past 10 years now?
I thought so because I felt like the last time we spoke about this, it was like, it was not too.
We stopped counting.
We can go through the emails.
I say we'll go back and find out.
Yeah, we can go back. Yeah, we could find this out quite easily. Just like don't do anything else.
But yeah, it's just kind of crazy to think that we've been doing anything for 10 years.
You've been together for 10 years. That's
more than.
There you go.
Yeah. That's also crazy.
Yeah.
You've been alive for more than 10 years.
Well, I mean, the body tells me that all the time.
Sure? This could be a simulation. We never know. Right, we've gone way off topic.
It is good, though, to see how Pendulum has changed and grown and how the community has embraced it. And it's just, I feel like the spread has widened, which is really, really interesting.
Like my legs.
And it keeps it fun. And
I wanted to go there, but I thought, just Angela was having a sincere moment. Fuck.
Fine, go for it.
You take it, Bradford. It's good.
No.
No, yeah, I think that is one of the most, for me, like to echo that, is on the most, it is a humbling feeling to just sort of see how this whole thing has grown and changed. Obviously people who are listening and just going, what are they talking about, who don't know our relationship, is just like, so we've known, like, as in our secret spot has known BytheBi with Bradford and Angela for, more than...
I would have been since 2015.
Yeah, because I think when we met, you hadn't formed BytheBi, but it wasn't very long after that you had created the podcast, right? On a New Year's Eve party in 2014 or 2015, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so it's like the evolution of how the club, how our secret spot was, and then how BytheBi, a pendulum party rather, was born and how it started. And I always get shamed for how I tried to put it on. What did I put on? A
Sunday.
Or
I'll give you a Sunday night.
Yeah. And just like, no,
maybe a Thursday.
Yeah.
On a club that was traditionally closed on both Thursdays and Sundays. Thanks, buddy.
To where it is now, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like there's been massive growth and change in both of the parties.
Well, I will give you credit because yes, you tried to kneecap us in the beginning, but we were quarterly, and then you were like, only because it was funny, you were like, what if we did it bi-monthly? And I was like, whoa, twice a month? And you went, no, every other month. I was like, damn it.
Do you want to do it twice a month?
Fuck, no. Do I want to? Yes. Do I have the energy? No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's some insider baseball fucking nobody would know. Bi-monthly. Like that's only for us to know.
Yeah. Is this going to be on Polymarket next week? It's just like at the end of the year, how many parties are going to be running a pendulum at OSS?
That's great.
For anyone listening who doesn't know, what is a pendulum party? I've been to a couple myself. So yeah, who wants to? Angela, do you want to explain?
So Pendulum Party was born out of the desire, ultimately it was our own desire, for Bradford to be able to play with bi men in the swingers club, in this community, in this environment. And I can also be there and watch. Because we found, especially back then, I mean, it has changed now, and bisexuality is more accepted in the swinger community. We'll talk about it probably along here somewhere, but there is still stigma around bi men, but it was much more so 10 years ago, and we wanted to try to reduce that stigma, give bi men a space to be able to explore, to play. If you weren't sure about your sexuality or your preferences, just be able to try it out and see. And particularly for those who are part of a couple, it becomes really difficult because, Bradford, you can go to a gay sauna and play with guys, but I'm not part of that experience. And so we wanted to be able to bring that back, within the relationship, and also just to increase visibility and acceptance within the swinger community. So that's kind of how Pendulum came about, was you can swing both ways.
Yeah. And
in a safe environment.
And what's interesting about that too is now we've moved on to, during the talk that we give at the beginning of Pendulum now, it's all genders. Any gender can play with any gender. Yeah. Any and all genders. It doesn't matter how you identify, but we want to create a safe space, and you've given us the brick and mortar for that safe space where people, however they identify, can come in and play, find someone to play with.
Yeah. Just on that, how have you noticed the evolution of, and more particularly bisexual play between men together?
Look, it's interesting because it's still not as out and open as you might expect it to be. Yep. But you all have 3 rooms that the doors can close. And I know that a lot happens. Well, 4 now. That's right. That's right. A lot happens behind closed doors. So, but that's still that you've got that permission space where it can happen. So we do see a lot of flirting and a lot of, interactions between people of similar or same genders. And then out here in the orgy space, you will see it, but it's still not as common as, say, 2 women playing as 2 men playing.
And what you'll more often see is, if you see guys interacting, it is part of more of a group scenario, and so it's a bit more kind of what we would call puppy pile, in that you're playing with whatever's in front of you, and so it is a bit more fluid as opposed to like targeted. I want to play with you. Let's go do the thing.
Yeah, not like an exhibition piece. Like there's say a threesome, two men, 1 woman, and the men are actually having sex with each other, one of them having sex, that like an actual, it's like a statement piece rather than just like, oh, stuff's kind of happening in there. Maybe I don't know what's happening.
I will admit when I'm up here, I try to make it a statement piece.
Oh, good.
I mean, and it's not just because like, I know, exhibitionist, which isn't wrong. But it is about, lead by example, really. Like,
I was about to ask.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of lead by example. And our close friends, our core, they're not ashamed, right? There's no shame. There shouldn't be a shame in it. And so we'll play and make a scene. And in fact, not this past Friday, but the previous pendulum, I was going down on somebody who was well endowed. And in fact, when I was done, I had a fella go, "Nice work." Thank you.
And it's not just about making a statement and kind of, but it also, especially because we do tend to, if we're going to play it up in the orgy room, we'll tend to do it a little bit earlier in the evening. And so it gives people that permission space and kind of shows them that, hey, this is okay. And I think opening that up really helps.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the whole point, right? It's just like, it's okay. You may or may not do whatever, just because you don't have to do it just because it's there. It's like, that's the whole point of the club, just as long as it feels safe. It's and that's what we tell people, that like, it's destigmatizing the male play, and like people going, taking the homophobic phobia out of it.
Yeah.
Just on the word stigma, I just want to like quickly segue into one of our sponsors. I'm going to get this done early and up top. So we have one of our beautiful sponsors, Stigma Health. I don't know if have I spoken to you about them?
We have.
Yeah. So they provide a online referral service to get your sexual health screening done. So if you go to stigmahealth.com, you can use promo code SECRETSPOT20. That's SECRETSPOT20. Should be on your screen now as well. You can get 20% off your order. You can multi-buy your referrals, and you can get an even bigger discount if you're in the non-monogamous lifestyle and playing a lot with people. Getting regular checks is great, and it's super fast, easy, and safe. You just go online, fill out your details. It's under Medicare as well. Go into your local pathology office, get your sexual health screening test done, and results back to your phone in a couple of days. Super easy. I've used them. I highly recommend. Bradford and Angela recommend them too. So thank you, Stigma Health. I want to get into the stories.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. So I've got these stories on the tablet here, and we can pass this around. Actually, I've got an idea. Just while we're just quickly, super quick tangent. I've been campaigning that we need a camera on Gabe, just, to cut sometimes when he speaks because it's weird. Yeah. So lovely listeners, if you want to, every now and then see Gabe when he chimes in, ding us a comment or send, just go, more Gabe, we want to see Gabe. And then
we want
by
Gabe.
Public pressure, force him into the situation.
What if I just had like a crotch cam, like it just
it's just say, and they're like,
yes, but you have to be wearing caps,
and then your pee hole does the talking, like, hello, Lawrence never listens to me.
Your pee hole does the. Do you? Yeah, like, the acoustics in your head must be amazing.
Yeah. Hello.
I love you.
Man, we haven't even started this story.
All right, let's go. I'm sorry. All right. The online argument on TikTok regarding whether refusing to date bisexual men is biphobic harms the wider LGBTQ plus community by reinforcing political narratives, generalizing online behavior to queer people at large, and causing internal division. This came from a Reddit or subreddit, Ask Gay Bros. I feel like
Ask Gay Bros.
Yeah, I'm into the title.
I was like, who's Gabe Rose?
Okay. All right, and Bradford, you're on this.
Yeah, so that was just the important context before Bradford starts this story, because there is a bit of this weird discourse at the moment that's been trending through TikTok. So,
right. So that was context. Bradford's lubing up his.
Well, now you get to hear me read, which I am classically not good at.
So glad we got you on this.
Shut up. Why did you do this to me? I didn't agree to reading.
Yeah.
For multifocal lenses, they'll save your life. Straight women dating bisexual men. There's a discussion going around on TikTok, mostly with the African American community, about how straight women should not have to explain themselves when saying that they do not want to date bisexual men, and that the LGBTQ plus community should stop trying to quote unquote force them to date bisexual men if it's not in their comfort zone, and to not mark a straight woman as homophobic for not wanting to date a bisexual man. There's a lot of bisexual man on man, which It's kind of my
say
thing.
BSM.
Sorry, that's not in here.
You can make an abbreviation. BSM.
I'm not calling it a BM.
A B-man.
A B-man.
Batman.
But my thing is when asking a straight woman why they wouldn't want to date a bi man, and their reasoning is, oh, they're just not my type, or I just prefer straight men, it's a valid and respectable response. But it becomes difficult when straight women begin to belittle bisexual men. Grammar of people, like grammar is very important. If you want to get a point across, do some spell checking. To belittle bisexual men, making it seem like they are less of a man for being bisexual, or that I don't want to have to worry about him cheating on me with a man. Oh, I already have thoughts. But just, why do you all bring me here? You just rage baiting me. This is rage bait. Did not consent to this. Where was I?
Can that be the title card? Bradford like,
I just need a little sign here that says rage bait. You're a master rage baiter.
I have
a quarter of the way through the fucking story.
I'm a third, and I'm just, okay. Blah 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 blah. And when you get responses like that are almost defensive and belittling towards bisexual men, that's when it becomes like, oh, you're biphobic or homophobic. Because at the end of the day, people can date who they want to date and love what they want to love, but there's no reason to be disrespectful towards anyone. And with me being black, I see a lot of studs or black masculine lesbian females say they would not want to date a bisexual woman because of past experiences with them, or because they would rather date another lesbian, which valid and understandable. Or, sometimes they'll just be plain disrespectful about it. And either way, the comments are filled with people who support bisexual women and saying, why wouldn't you date a bisexual woman, even though she's had relationships with men, but she still loves women too? But where is that? Face, Lawrence. This is the last. Oh, but where is that type of support for bisexual men? Like there's a lack, and it irritates me so bad. How do you feel about this? Look, I have, for one, been told by a woman on a dating app that she didn't want to date me because of where my dick has been. And to which I felt attacked and rage baited. And so I was like,
shame.
Bitch, I'm a bottom. It's like,
So joke's on you.
So joke's on you. But I think that speaks to the bigger problem, which is, this is implying that one of your opening questions with somebody, if it's not in a profile, let's say you've met them at a bar, is, hey, are you bisexual? And I feel like that right there is a problem. And talking about the African-American community, this goes back to either the fetishization, for people being fetishized for being of a different race. They're doing that same thing, but the opposite, right? That's the stigma behind that race. I don't want to date, someone from some country or another. It's that same problem, right? I really don't understand it. And this goes back, I think, honestly, to all of this comes down to the 80s. And the HIV AIDS crisis, right? So for the longest time, we buried that, we hid it, and it was a men's problem. It was a gay man's problem. And then the bisexual community was blamed for bringing this to the heterosexual women. And so because of that, that's where the stigma comes from. It's a historical bastardization of the truth that has been sort of twisted by the most people, but I'm just going to say it's the far Christian right. You can take that one to the bank.
It also sounds like, I'm going to say this person in particular, but potentially the greater community that agree with them, have some trust issues, because it sounds like they're saying that just because you're bisexual, you're going to cheat on me, which is not necessarily true.
I'm going to cheat on you because I'm a massive slut.
And then also they commented about the lesbians, because of past experiences. Well, it sounds like you need therapy. This doesn't sound like this is how you should be defining your relationship. It sounds like you need therapy to get past some trauma.
I've heard this I can't remember if we talked about it on the pod, but about where there is that maybe it was with you guys, the bi erasure, for lesbians in the lesbian community saying no, you're not. There is no such thing as a bisexual woman. You like, what are you talking about? And there are lesbian women out there who just like won't date bisexual women because it's just like, I know you're treating me like a fucking phase or a feeling out if this is right for you, and you're just going to ultimately leave me for a man or something like that, you know, because so I've heard that before.
Like a play thing, like it's like a, you know,
experience. Yeah. I mean, but that goes back to, you know, couples and wanting a threesome, right? It's that it goes back to, it's a fetish. We want a unicorn. We want something to play with. And then when we're done with it, like the used condom, we'll toss it aside. And those people exist. They're bad people, but they still exist. I think that the fundamental thing to remember is like people are people and all people have feelings, and your feelings, while not invalid, may come from a place of lack of education. And what's funny is this whole post, I went back and forth trying to figure out whether they were pro supporting bi men or against supporting bi men. Grammar, y'all. You got to tell a story.
It was hard to siphon through.
But
I thought it would have been disingenuous to tidy up the grammar. I just wanted to keep it in. Sorry you struggled with it.
No, it's okay. I struggled with reading.
What perspective were they fearful of? Both, like a woman dating a bi man and a straight woman dating a bi man, or a straight man dating a bi woman.
I thought it started as straight woman dating a bi man.
And then it was lesbians not wanting to date bi women.
Which ultimately, sure, everyone has their own preferences to, you know, what kind of relationship they want to be in and who they want to be with. But I do think where it's bad is when you lead with, you know, how do you identify what's your sexuality, as opposed to getting to know the person more, because just because you're bisexual doesn't mean you're going to cheat on me. Doesn't mean you're going to act on anything. It just means that you have an appreciation for
there's a conflation there of sexuality and relationship structure, which are not the same thing.
No, not at all.
It's like you can, you know, you're gonna cheat on someone. You're gonna cheat on someone, whether it's with the opposite or same. Who gives a fuck? It's like there is a betrayal of that relationship agreement or structure that you have, right? So that feels like a moot point. Is it just it's going to be more egregious to you because it was with the same gender person? It's like, I don't know, like.
Well, and again, that goes back to one of those the myths behind bisexuality, which is that all bisexuals are hypersexual. Like right there, you know, because you're a bisexual, you've now people look at it and go, oh, well, you have twice the dating pool, so of course you're going to have twice the sex, and that is not the case. I can tell you I had very little sex for a very long time.
Have you ever heard of decision paralysis?
And I've had this, like being at a bar with colleagues, and you know, them finding out about our lifestyle and sexuality preferences, etc. And they're like, "Oh, so you can have sex with anybody in this bar?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, I suppose I could, but so could you. Like, but also that doesn't mean that I want to. Like, there's nobody here I want to have sex with."
Yeah. They seem to think that like people who have the freedom of choice are inherently just rabbits who want to fuck everything. You know,
what to say? I know you've spoken directly about like where this stigma comes from for people. If you wanted to play devil's advocate, what would be is there a legitimate reason for not wanting to date someone of a certain sexuality?
Is there a legitimate reason for not dating someone of a certain skin color?
No,
I agree. I think that's what it comes down to, is you are making a decision based off of something that someone cannot control, that really has nothing to do with who they are as humans. And that in the end, if you were chatting with them without seeing a picture or without just having a chat with them over you know, the internet, you fall in love with the person, the human. You don't fall in love with.
So how do you unpack this to the point where, like, you know, people have got their their things that they like, problematic or not, let's put that aside for now. It's just like there are certain things that I like, certain things that you like, right? And it's just like I just don't tend to like date certain types of people for, I don't know, they just don't get through that, I suppose, very early filtering process that I have as an individual.
Sure.
Right?
And we all have that, right?
And, subconsciously probably.
That mental checklist of going, okay, you've hit 4 out of 5, you must be hot in your head. Yeah. Like walking through, going to a restaurant, going to a bar and seeing somebody, and you do have those. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I actually don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like me personally, I like I like women shorter, I like my men taller. But just because you're a lady and taller than me does not mean that I would immediately go, oh, nope, can't love you. Because I look at you're taking somebody based off of whatever's on the surface, and you're making that's a big decision. Now, I don't see a problem with you have predilections towards women with a big breast size or men with big dicks. Like that's as a play thing. Either way, let's say it's a play thing. You're at OSS and you see somebody like that and you want to play with them. What I'm saying is that once you start to make that is the only thing that is your decision on whether or not you have a relationship with them or not, that's where it becomes sort of problematic. And I think that people need to look deep inside themselves and figure out, where does that come from? Yeah. Why am I the way I am?
Yeah.
And speaking of other people, we've got some comments that we should get to.
Yeah.
This first one is from Halliwee Noldy, who identifies as transgender and bisexual. And I'll just read it out for the sake of, because it's kind of a long one.
Thank you, Gabe.
You're welcome.
I was going to get Angela read.
We can share across the comments. I just thought for the sake of speed, but I'll do this first one, and Angela, you can do the next one. But they say there was a thread a while back started by a bi guy whose girlfriend had been relieved when she found out that he was bi, but only topped other guys. So similar to what you were saying, Bradford. And she says, or this person says, that's yuck right there from that girlfriend, and yuck is biphobia. It's okay to not want to date a certain bi guy. It's not okay to not to want to date any bi guys, because that is per definition based on biphobia. And yes, people have the right to be biphobic. They do not, however, have the right to not be called out for that. Somehow people understand it when you're saying it's not okay to not want to date any black people, but bi people, totally fine to exclude us. Probably saying that passive aggressively. The same thing happens with too many lesbian women towards bi women, by the way. By the bi. Almost was by the by. That's why I included that comment. I was like, that's a bit meta.
I think that the standout comment there is just like, you can have your own choices and your own preferences. It's just like, no, it offends my moral sensibilities. It's against my religion, whatever it is. It's just like, but then you can't. But it's also our prerogative to say, well, you're biphobic, and it's just like.
Yeah,
it cuts both ways now, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it ain't a Cadillac, right? Like, there's a quote of homophobia is a stupid word because these people aren't afraid; they're just they just hate. And I think this is a type of biphobia.
Do you want to read the next comment, Angela?
Okay, so this is by Melancholy Mouse.
I like that.
I do like that. It's homophobia. They're either grossed out by the idea of them being with a guy. Lesbians also don't like the idea that their partner may have been with a man. Or without even meeting a bisexual man, they've assumed him to be less masculine. Lastly, as a feminine bi person, we have another shared problem, the assumption that we are more likely to cheat. This may come from 3 places: fear that we'll miss the other side or want to experiment, insecurities that they may not be able to provide what someone of another gender could, and lastly, that the pushed narrative that bi people, especially men, are key vectors in the spread of diseases such as AIDS. And I think that mirrors everything that we've said here. So
I'm amazed you guys pretty much said all of that.
Good job, Melancholy Mouse.
Yes, we love you, Melancholy Mouse.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that wraps up that discussion on that post. The next post is quite similar, and it's one I had for you to read, Angela.
Okay. So this is from the subreddit bisexual, and it's written by, I'm just going to say it because there's no way to pronounce it, but LA_MWA, Lamois, I don't know. So what's your thoughts on the TikTok discussion on bisexual women? I female 22, have been seeing this discourse all over TikTok recently, and I genuinely want to understand people's perspectives on it because I feel like there's so much nuance getting lost. I think it started because of an interview with Victoria Monet where she talked about her experiences with women, and now people are debating whether a woman can actually call herself bisexual if she's attracted to women sexually/romantically, but only sees herself marrying or seriously dating a man. A lot of people in these discussions are saying that if a woman says, I'd sleep with a woman, but I'd only marry a man, it's inherently misogynistic because it reduces women to sexual experiences instead of serious life partners. And I'm trying to understand that perspective, but I also feel conflicted about it. For context, I'm 22 and I've considered myself bisexual for years. I kind of discovered my attraction to women through exposure to gay culture and honestly even through adult content growing up. Even when I watched heterosexual content, my focus was always on the woman.
Just the last bit, yeah.
So I'm genuinely asking in good faith. 1, is it actually misogynistic for a bisexual woman to prefer men romantically while still being attracted to women? 2, if someone is sexually attracted to women and has been intimate with women, but realistically only sees themselves marrying a man, are they still bisexual? And 3, where is the line between internalized societal conditioning versus just natural preference?
Amazing questions. I think about this a lot. Let's go.
You do think about this a lot.
Are you going to take it from here?
I don't know. This is one of the things I wanted to have like a discussion about. Like, and I'm so glad this person asked. Is it like, you know, I think there are a lot. I mean, like, you know, the people who come through these doors, right? A lot of them are, you know, there's even like, you know, you go on things like Red Hot Pie or whatever, these adult dating sites, and they have bi and then insert word afterwards, bi, curious, experimental, playful, whatever the adjective is. It's something to like categorize them as like, I'm interested in the other people, but I'm really going to stick with the opposite gender for an actual relationship, like a romantic bonded long-term relationship, right? So yeah, is that inherently misogynistic, or I suppose for a bisexual woman to be like that? I mean, we're gonna have to debate if they're even labeled bisexual at that point, as per the following questions.
Well, I do feel like they're still bisexual. They feel like they're bisexual. They're still attracted to multiple genders, just maybe for different things, right? Like they might see themselves romantically attracted to one, sexually attracted to another, all who knows, right? But I do feel like it still falls under the bisexual umbrella. It's just their preference in where they see themselves romantically, where they see themselves sexually, where they see themselves maybe emotionally. They could emotionally connect better to some people more than others. Also, I'd be interested to know, like, you could think that you have a preference one way or the other, but what if the right person comes along and they're of a different gender? And that really may challenge your assumptions and what you thought. And I think that's a bit where some of that societal conditioning does come in.
We are all suffering from the patriarchy. I mean, that's what this is, right? So you look at this, and I feel really sorry for this young lady because she feels forced to ask these questions. We have so many things that is misogynistic, but we're trying to dilute the real things, the real misogyny, the real problems with something as this is, I feel bad because this shouldn't be a thing, right? This shouldn't be a problem. Like, you prefer somebody romantically? Absolutely. Like, I've always seen myself, I've actually seen myself change in the past 20 years of openly dating, or 15 years of openly dating different genders. And in the beginning it was like, well, you know, I would sleep with men, but I can only see myself long-term partner bonded to a woman. I did the thing, which I said a minute ago that person needs to do, which is I looked into myself. It's like, why do I feel this way? And think about the media that we consume. It's all, you know, boy meets girl, boy does something really stupid to impress girl. Girl falls in love with boy for some dumb reason. They get married and live happily ever after. I will challenge you all to think about many of the things that we grew up with, these adorable stories, but change the genders. Like, if the girl did it, we would call her psycho. If the guy does it, we call it brave. Like, it's that kind of stupid shit. And that's where questions like this come from, is like, if someone is sexually attracted to women, but has been has been intimate with a woman, but realistically only sees themselves marrying a man, are they still bisexual? Heck yeah.
Yes.
Like, I mean, playing devil's advocate here, like if she marries a man, what is the top salary that he's going to make versus the top salary of a woman? I am being very sarcastic here. I'm pointing out the problem, not saying that is actually real. But like, is there a line between internalized social conditioning versus natural preference? That, I think, is the crux of this. And I think that is a brilliant question. And the only person who can answer that is each of us as individuals. You're like, do I feel the way I feel? And there's no way to actually know that, I don't think.
Yeah, that's such a tough one to unpack, right?
Yeah.
Because then you're going to have to like, well...
Nature versus nurture is what that is.
How are you gonna actually know? I don't know if you can ever really know.
I think part of it is understanding that we can never really know. If you grew up in a world where all you saw was gay men, would you be straight? And like, that's the question, which goes back to the same question, people trying to change who they are and who they love based off of societal pressure, whether it's religion, whether it's family, whether it's whatever. Like, why can't we just let people be the way they are and love who they want to love?
Amen.
Thank you. I'll get off my soapbox now.
Read comments?
Yeah, let's read some comments. You got to read this first one because it made me laugh.
All right. From Bending Door. Delete TikTok.
Yeah.
Sage advice.
It is.
Yeah, who's this? I looked up while you were talking who Victoria Monet is. And I think she started to interview. She talked about her experience with women, and now people are debating whether a woman can actually call. So Victoria Monet is labeling herself as bisexual. I don't know. Never even heard of this person.
And just to jump on that boat, like you can never have an experience with someone of the same gender and still be bisexual. Like bisexual.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right? It's like, who are you attracted to? And I think that so many people.
Not experience.
Yeah, so many people are, you've never fucked a man, you can't be bisexual. Fuck that shit. You label yourself.
Yeah.
And I used to be like against all those labels, but I'm like labels are good. Labels safe.
When I read the start of this, I was like, what? From Draco53. I'm a biromantic bisexual man. When I read biromantic, I read the word biro as in like a pen. And I was like, what's a biromantic? So anyway, biromantic, bisexual man. And I believe that all different expressions of bisexuality are valid and people are free to label themselves. Anyone debating other people's sexual identity can shut the fuck up.
Hear, hear.
Yep.
Preach. Love that.
Hella boredom said, 1, no, you can prefer to be whatever kind of relationship you want. We live in a heteronormative world, so it's not surprising a lot of people can only see themselves in hetero relationships. Yeah. Bradford, stop writing on fucking Reddit. 2, yes, you're still bisexual. Bisexual just means sexual attraction. Angela, also get off. You can also choose your own lifestyle. I'm a bisexual woman and I only date women. I'm still bisexual. No way to ever know that. You can't completely disentangle yourself from socialization. We are all affected by our environments.
There you go.
You don't need comments. You've got us.
So true.
All right, the next one. So this is on the subreddit bisexual from such researcher 8079. I had sex with a guy and it was hilarious. Emoji face.
Wait, do that one again. There's a screen grab for you.
That's like, was I being racist or was I trying to make an emoji? I'm half Chinese. Everyone take it easy.
The other half is goofball.
Yeah. I was going to ask what the other half was.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering.
Chinese, Italian. No. Okay, without getting into too much detail, here. So I've doubted my sexuality for a long time, or at least rebelled against it because I've always liked women. I'm a 26-year-old male, by the way. But I have a gay friend who has fancied me for a long time, and by pure chance, I ran into him and his friends at a pub. It was great night drinking and talking. Then I noticed he was coming onto me whenever there was a chance no one would see. He put his hand on my thigh or glanced at me. To be honest, I didn't really fancy him, but every time he touched me, I felt electric. Ooh. He has mentioned many times that he is in an open relationship and I'm single. He even mentioned it at the table. When we had a moment alone, he told me how handsome I was and that we could have a moment together if I dropped him home. So when it finally came time to go home, he cleverly asked for a lift to the station cleverly. He's made his intentions very clear. So he cleverly asked me for a lift to the station, and as soon as he was out of my car, he was like, "So And that's when I got so nervous. I was like, where am I driving? We stopped off at a quiet place and he was really chill, thankfully. I felt like an absolute virgin. I guess I was to this, despite having sex with the girls. He didn't put any pressure on me. He just made it clear that he wanted me, and I kind of needed him to make the first move. He stroked my hair first and put his hand on my lap, which felt amazing. Then I'm not sure how much detail I can go into. Babe, like, just you've started with
All
a lot.
of it. Yeah.
Just like everyone's got the lotions out, like, like, he put his hand in the thigh. What happened next, baby? It's like,
do you need this, buddy?
Should I slap on the screen? Maybe I spit on it.
Spit is not lube.
It is for my hand. Then I'm not sure how much detail I can go into, but we started kissing and the rest unfolded. And as you can imagine, in my car, kissing him was a little awkward. And to be honest, I wish he was more handsome. Wow.
God.
She's a downwards. Andy, can we put in a downward slide whistle?
I hope he's not on Reddit.
No, that was a different such researcher. You were talking about researcher 8069, not 79. It's not me, babe.
I hate reading reviews of myself online.
I was in a pub. I was kissing some guy. At times,
Lawrence, you said you weren't going to post this.
At times, I felt like I should have been touching a woman, like when I reached for his breast and there was nothing there, crying, laughing, emoji face. But he... This is why I want...
Is there a problem in the sound booth?
This is why I want a camera on Gabe.
He's snorting.
This is why we don't have a camera. Oh my God.
But the experience really made me laugh and made me happy. I don't know why I couldn't stop laughing. I hope not during it. It felt like a relief. Yeah, I know. He actually topped me as well, which was mad, but I wanted it. Emoji. I moaned and my breathing was fast. It felt great. There's like detailed and not detailed. It's like, come on, make up your mind, dude. I realized even in the moment that I wanted the intimacy of a relationship. This was fine because this was just a hookup. It was a perfect opportunity. Feeling his touch, even holding his hand was amazing. It wasn't romantic, and I really do want to find that romanticism, probably with a girl, which I told him. But it was nice to be wanted because I've been alone for a long time. It was nice to hold someone close. I think he held you, baby, if you were on the bottom. Afterwards, I said to him, so you reckon I'm not completely straight, which is crazy, and definitely confirmed my bisexuality. I did ask him to keep it a secret between us because I'm just not sure if I'm comfortable with everyone knowing in our friend group. But I'm really glad that it happened and there is even a chance we will meet again. As I said, I'm waiting for the right girl to have a relationship with. I would just rather a girlfriend, I think. But he did say not to completely close myself off to potentially having something wonderful one day with a guy. Anyway, I thought I would share this experience. This was my first time with a guy and it was safe, really funny and very pleasurable. Like really rosy cheek grin emoji.
I love that you act out the emojis.
I do too. I'm going to post one of these and it's just going to be mostly hieroglyphics. Just like Lawrence is like.
How do we feel about that?
I think it's adorable, actually.
Yeah, he's like giddy. He's He probably wrote this after he came home.
Which
with the lotion.
Still stuck to his skin.
Yeah.
It does feel a bit like stream of consciousness, but I think that's good because that kind of shows you that when you like thinking that you want to be in a relationship with a girl, but then you have really enjoyed this experience, like it does show that like you can have those conflicting emotions and thoughts. And I mean, just had one experience, like just still figuring it out, right?
Yeah, don't make a decision on the entire life on one experience.
Yeah. What I will give some advice to such researcher 8079 is in the current TikTok climate, don't tell women that you may have had sex with a guy. You're going to get your ass dumped.
Just delete
Christ.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Touch grass. It's interesting because you want to know the part that shocked me more than anything else in the entire thing. So I'm imagining they're in his car, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So me being the guy that wants to be penetrated, this is the dude's first time He doesn't have lube in his car unless he's one of those guys that just in case.
He's also probably not prepared.
He's probably like
Not prepared, yeah.
that
Probably got some WD-40 or something.
It is two men fucking, right? So you gotta fucking
Axle grease.
you want to know what the D stands for in WD-40? It seems statistically unlikely. It's all I'm saying.
the in the inverse, the likelihood of a mess occurring.
I will say, having had sex relatively unprepared, there's a very distinct smell that could be in that car for a while. Get your car detailed, my friend. And don't
Maybe tip them.
but just the tip.
Yes. Comments. I'm going to read this one. Coco Paris. OP is using language not from America, so maybe bidets are in the pub.
See?
There you go.
Thank you, Coco Paris.
Oh, God.
Yotaz responds to that. Bidets are not prep, lol.
They can if you attach a hose to it, maybe just.
I mean, it's better than nothing, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and arguably talking about the prep thing, if the
We're talking about
partner-
preparation, not the medication.
Yes.
Oh, I assumed they were talking the medication. I guess it's not capitalized. And I see what
I think they're talking about preparation.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Douching
what I
yourself.
But if we are looking at it as the medication with PrEP, I think it is very likely that since the gay partner is in an open relationship, that they are on PrEP. And get tested regularly because gay men tend to do that much better than bi and swingers. But be
Cis
better.
people.
Be better. Use stigma. Talking
Yeah.
to you.
Stigma health.
Yeah, that's always something else to say. But even just any sex in the arse is like, let's have some preparation, please.
Also, any sex in the car.
Yeah,
I've had a lot of sex in the car, and most of it was not prepared.
yeah. Get a splash blanket from Rosie Rees. Yeah, throw back to that episode. Okay, another comments.
Tight raspberry
Quote,
4872. I have a new favorite user.
All right, yeah. Tight raspberry 487 quote. So you reckon I'm not completely straight? End quote. Laughing, crying emoji. Tears coming out. That's adorable. Congratulations, man. That sounds really nice and fun. I'm glad you had a good first experience. Also, welcome to the club.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. And spiritual scarcity 161. Unplanned bottoming in your car is absolutely wild choice. Bradford, how many accounts do you have, you fuck? Hopefully he was at least carrying lube or something. Kudos to you though. It's always amazing to embrace who you are.
I am
Okay, so when
practical
Bradford
if nothing
travels into
else.
state for work, we know he's just like furiously typing on all these like Reddit accounts.
I actually
Which
don't
one
have a
haven't I
job.
logged into. I haven't been into spiritual scarcity 161 for a while.
I don't know how to tell you. I quit my job. I'm now a Reddit bot. That's all I am.
Or maybe it's Angela actually.
That's right. That's right.
Angela is the, what is it? What's
Trad wife.
Trad wife. Yeah. Like,
Oh, man.
Hashtag trad wife.
All right.
That was so funny. All right, let's move on.
Oh boy,
That
I
was
get
a fun one.
Bradford gets to read again.
from the bisexual subreddit user iPhone Noobs. Married to my wife of 5 years. Recently had a 3-way makeout with 2 guys. Struggling to make sense of my sexuality. Recently shared a 3-way kiss with 2 guys at a music festival. My wife and I have only ever shared a makeout with a man once before. Oh, do tell. This time, it was just me. She's aware and is supportive, but I'm struggling to make sense of my feelings around all of this. I'm married with 2 kids. I've lived a razor straight life to this point, 36 years. These experiences are making me aware of and wanting to explore a side of my sexuality that I don't feel I've paid much attention to this point. I'm struggling with how to proceed. I'm curious to explore, but also feel my life has been engineered to this point in a way that will make it difficult to do so.
Re-engineer your life. Like, if you want to explore, do it. Just don't let anything hold you back.
And it goes back to that whole
discussion over.
like you had fun, you enjoyed it. You clearly
and your wife is supportive.
Yeah, your wife is supportive. You clearly want something. You want to have different experiences. Like if the experience was I rode a roller coaster for the first time, I don't know if I should ride a roller coaster again or not.
I feel so
like
I have a lot of ups and downs about riding a roller coaster. Really, the whole thing has thrown me for a loop. My life is in a bit of a corkscrew. What do I do? Exit left, keep your hands and arms inside the car at all times. That's what you do. Also, I'd like to tell you about a party in Sydney, Australia called our Pendulum, Our Secret Spot.
Come at me, bro.
Come on me, bro.
Oh, sorry. I'm just fascinated about the three-way kiss. Like I've done three-way kisses before. It's tough. It's a tough hang.
I'm just going to say it.
You really got to...
Three-way kissing with men is so much easier and more fun than three-way kissing with women.
Explain how.
I don't know. I don't understand it myself. There's facial hair and there's tickling and there's there's a lot going on there. And it's like in three-way kissing is also like you do the thing where two people are kissing and somebody's at your neck and like that's intense and like on your ears, but like it's just not like three sets of lips like this. You can do that too. Like look, I look like one of the creatures.
That's what I was imagining.
Yeah, I mean you can do that, but not like what's the point? Because then their noses are all.
It's like feels just very performative and silly to say.
Well, do you think three-way sex is just is that all
like
penetration?
That very particular act. Like when you expanded the three-way kissing to be like neck nuzzling and stroke and like just we're all in a bit of a make-out section.
Yeah,
I interpret three-way kiss to be like a make-out session is.
Yeah. My mind went to just
kiss. Very literal.
Oh yeah. Anyway, that's my bag. I'm sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
Look, yeah, I'm the same. It's just like, dude, just like you obviously like you it's like you're contemplating enough. You're aware enough that you might just be suffering from your your life being engineered to this point.
Patriarchy.
It's just like but then knowing that the answer sort of becomes really clear. It's like just get a hammer and smash it all to pieces and start again if you want.
Fucking oath.
You've got a supportive wife and like
you're living the dream, man.
Yeah, it's like you've.
Also, I love.
She's obviously
Angela.
not on TikTok. Your wife. It's great.
I love Angela. She's like re-engineer yourself.
Yeah.
Like and I think that's great advice.
All right, bed G. Don't overthink it. If your wife's on board, set boundaries and explore within them. Don't label, don't judge yourself, just enjoy and learn. Life's too short. I didn't admit to myself I'm attracted to men until I was 50. Draco 53, Bradford returns. I didn't accept myself until I was 49. If you have the opportunity to explore ethically, do yourself a favor, take it and enjoy. Amen.
100%.
Yeah.
Virtual School 2519. Dude, if your wife's cool and you're already kissing dudes, just embrace the next step. Absolutely nothing shameful about it. And Turbulent Scale 7716. I like when they have the numbers after some of these very random.
Wonder if Turbulent Scale has 7,716 versions of
That's
that
what I'm
user.
saying. It's just like
a lot. Yeah.
it's just like Turbulent Scale username is taken, and so are the other 7,715 variations.
Do you think they went
Would
one
you
at
like
a time?
this one? It's like Jesus. It's like
Turbulent Scale 2? No. Turbulent Scale 3? No.
Damn it.
I've been living mostly as a straight all my adult life. Now at 40 with a wife and kid. Wife and I recently started to have threesomes with other bi men. We found what works for us. Be open about what you want. Explore solutions where you're both comfortable with. The logistics will sort themselves out. I think basically the through line is it's like
Good on you.
you're already there.
Yeah.
You might as well just like you've walked through the door. Just say like I've walked through the door, like instead of saying
It is interesting though.
I walk through the door, like is the Matrix real?
The hard part is done, and that hard part is talking to your partner about it. And like that is always what people I think really struggle with is that admission of first to self, then to partners, then to the rest of the world. And none of those, like the first two need to get done, but the rest of the world, fuck them.
But also they did say that they're
Like if they're consenting, yes.
Yeah.
also they did say that their partner was supportive, but you're right, like their partner may be supportive, but to what extent, where are the boundaries, how much have they shared with their partner about how interested they are, may or may not be. Because it's one thing to be like, hey, I want to explore, something different. And you'd be like, cool, yeah, go for it. But then to talk about what does that mean? How does that feel? Is it something you want to do separately together? Like, diving into it a bit further can be a bit scarier because that does mean exploring and learning more about yourself as well.
True.
Yeah. I've got a question I want to pose to you just so we can talk about this as you as my subject matter experts. But before that, I want to discuss talk about one of our other sponsors, flirtadultstore.com.au. You can get online or go to one of their stores here in Sydney and Darlinghurst and grab some goodies. If you use code SECRET15, SECRET15, you can get 15% off your order. So if you are coming to the club or you just want to get some stuff for yourself or for your partner or whatever the situation is, head there and indulge in some naughty goodness. Thank you, Flirt Adult Stores. Question I have for you. I've come across this as a sentiment. It's not from any particular Reddit or anything. It's just like, particularly with play with the same gender in relationships, is not the same as hooking up with the opposite gender. So, for example, a couple, the woman is bisexual, but she pretty much only plays with women outside of the relationship because, quote, it's not a big a deal. And she extends the same courtesy to her husband. You can play with other guys. I wouldn't have really a problem with it. But when it's with other women, I've got more questions. I've got this and that.
I see that as highly problematic. You do you, but I see that as highly problematic.
I feel like there's trust issues.
Yeah, and what you're saying is I'm not threatened by somebody of the same gender, but I am threatened by somebody of my own gender. That's what that's saying. Yeah. They're not going to be good enough.
Have you this before, though?
We've seen it before. Yeah, we've seen it before.
It's okay to hooking up with especially like in the club, it's like hooking up with women not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because they don't see them as a threat. You're not a threat. You've become an object, again, being fetishized. Again, you do you, but in my mind, there's a problem there, and you need to look at yourself and go, why don't I see that? Why is this the case?
But also taking that a little bit further, yes, you're an object, but also I don't think that my partner would want to be in a relationship with someone of the same gender, so it's okay for them to play with that.
Most likely, there's no risk, right? Yeah. Right, yeah. And it's like, which also makes you wonder, like, is there no risk because you don't see that as a legitimate relationship? Yeah. Like, there's a lot. I think you should always sort of peel back restrictions and understand why are they restrictions. They've all got reasons, and some of them are really good and valid, and some of them are right. Yeah. I think those are good. There are sexual health concerns, but I think that we need to look at why are we putting these boundaries up and what does it mean? Why do I feel this way?
And on that note, let's get into Just the Tip. Woo-hoo. Just the Tip.
Welcome to Just the Tip, bisexual edition. We're talking to a bunch of stories that are either real or fake on Reddit that I have found and or curated. You guys are going to write down between you two, Bradford and Angela, whether you think it's fake or real. So truth or troll. Same goes for you, Lawrence. Truth or troll. You guys reveal when I say 3, 2, 1 at the end of me saying what the story is and you guys writing it out.
Go.
And we'll see who gets it right and we'll add up the points at the end. Will make sense?
Makes sense. What do we win?
My respect.
What is the monetary value of your respect?
It's gone down to about 1.05% in stock.
Noted.
5%.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
5 cents per share.
Yeah, 5 cents per share. Sorry. That's a reference to something Angela and I discussed off screen. You guys don't need to know the context of that. We'll just let that hang there. All right.
Like my balls.
Yeah.
My pendulous balls.
Like my pendulums.
There's something else that Bradford and I know about. And maybe my wife.
All right. First story comes from the r/polyamory subreddit. And it says, title, Self-Imposed Rules. My personal favorite rule, and it's a rule I have in new relationships, is I have to leave by 9 p.m. / you have to leave by 10 p.m. Not because of any relationship agreements or curfews, but because I'm autistic and I don't sleep in my own bed with my nightmares routine. And if I don't, I become evil. But I usually have to explain that it's completely self-imposed and people only believe me half the time. And I think I'm just covering up for some other super jealous and controlling nitwit who is anxiously waiting up for me. What are some of your self-imposed rules? So was that a real post or a fake post? Truth or troll? Reveal in 3, 2, 1. So, okay. So we've got truth by Lawrence, we've got truth by Angela, and Bradford says troll.
So I would have gone troll until the explanation was such an autistic explanation that I'm like, okay, I believe it. But I could be convinced either way.
And I will admit, I wrote troll within the first 5 seconds of you reading that, and I turned my brain off for the rest of it because I was like, self-imposed rules of 9:30 and 10. No, that's... Who's having sex before 9:30?
I love to have sex before the like, you know, going out. Like, we
have had couples over.
Tired and sleepy after.
We've had couples over from dinner who we've met who are in the swinging scene, and we're like, so we should get this out of the way now. Yes, we should.
Yeah,
Fuck first, eat later.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And you're hungry later.
You get to it because then you're eating dinner, you're talking, you're chatting, you're having fun. And you're like, oh shit, now it's too late.
Yeah, true. And no one likes to eat on a full stomach.
Full belly.
No one wants to eat on a full stomach. Or you mean fuck on a full stomach?
Well, no one...
Come on, I want to know the answer.
Okay.
Was that right?
One,
The answer is truth.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bradford.
That's okay. That's okay.
You're the odd one out here, I'm afraid, my friend. Okay, number 2 story.
Well done, autistic person. Autistic.
Set your own boundaries. That's good.
Yeah.
So this comes from the subreddit non-monogamy. Title, turns out I wasn't jealous. I was left out. My wife and I opened up our marriage about 8 months ago. I kept telling my therapist I was struggling with jealousy whenever she went on dates. The weird thing was I wasn't upset what she was doing. I was happy she was happy. I wasn't jealous of her dating. I was jealous that she'd accidentally built a whole new community while I'd mostly stayed at home doom scrolling, waiting for matches that never came up. Has anyone else confused loneliness with jealousy? Is this a real post or a fake post? Truth or troll? Is this a twoof or a twol?
Twoof or twirl?
Twoof or twol?
Lawrence is writing a novel over here.
Yeah. Left-handedly too. This is impressive. I need to get left-handed panels. Sorry.
How are they different?
That's my prejudice. There are the clips on the right. So that's it.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. We've got Truth by Lawrence, who also says a novel. What does it say?
Or at the least is a truthful pain. This was made up.
Okay, so Truth by Lawrence. We've got Troll by Angela and Truth by Bradford. Angela's the only one who got it. It was a troll. Troll. Well done, Angela. So far, Angela's winning 2 points.
Also-
Bradford's on 0.
But you know what? It's just like, I don't see that as not like, you know, it sounds.
Yeah, I would agree that it is plausible, but also that it's not jealousy, it's FOMO. Like that's what you're not.
Yeah, but most people aren't going to be that switched on. They have not listened to our podcast on.
Yeah, I guess that the hard thing about this game is any of this could be plausible, right?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Did you write this?
Did
you just not post it?
This is from like Bradford's draft in his other subreddits. His other Reddit account.
Sexy trombone 6347.
That's a little too on the nose. A trombone.
Sexy tromboner.
Sexy trombone. No, that's great.
I don't know if
So
you got
there is a system on Reddit whereby now they can detect what fake posts are, and some are AI written. Like there's a lot of bots out there. So now a lot of these Reddits that are real subreddits are flagging these, and so I just go to where the ones are flagged. That are fake, which they're just doing to gain karma and all this, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just people being stupid. Anyway, number 3 story is from the subreddit relationship_advice. And the title is, my boyfriend was more excited than I was when I came out as bi. Again, very plausible. I've had friends who've been like this. I, 27 female, finally told my boyfriend of 3 years that I am bisexual. His response was, I've kind of wondered for a while. Great. Then he spent the next week sending me TikToks about bisexuality, recommending queer movies, and asking if I'd ever want to go to Pride together. The problem is I haven't figured it out for myself yet. Has anyone else's supportive partner accidentally made coming out feel more overwhelming than them feeling excluded?
I'm so bad at this.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1. We've got truth from Lawrence, troll from Angela, truth from Bradford. It was in fact a troll again.
Oh, a troll.
No boyfriend is going to be so supportive to be like, here's all the information. Let me feed it to you so you can learn all the things about yourself.
I'm sorry. Like, we have some autistic ADHD friends that literally would do that. You know that. You know who you are.
Yeah.
We love you.
I feel like it's just a little too far.
Yeah.
I just think like Angela's just like
Yeah,
an
I
absolute...
thought the next thing is to say, next thing you know, he's sending me Pornhub videos.
Yeah.
That's what I was expecting. Yeah.
You know.
I think Angela's just like really good at this game.
She's a lie detector.
cleaning
It's why I
up.
don't lie to her. There's no point in lying. She knows. She's
You
like,
are cleaning up. All right, here's the next one from the subreddit bisexual. Title: Women, do straight men take issue with your bisexuality? So I made a post the other day asking my fellow bi men if they had trouble dating straight women because of their bisexuality. And that has made me curious about how bisexuality affects my bi sisters' dating lives as well. My main question is about straight men, but if you have any issues with a partner that wasn't a straight guy, I won't have a problem with you talking about that either. So was this a truth or a troll? And 3, 2, 1, reveal. So we've got truth from Lawrence, truth from Angela, and truth from Bradford. Truths all around the board, and you're all correct.
I got
Can
one.
I say why I made that decision? It
for
wasn't the issue this time. It was you struggling to read the atrocious grammar.
Yeah, that was a dead giveaway, actually. You're right.
And also the bit of wanderingness of it.
Yeah.
So if you're going to troll, like, learn how to do it well.
Yeah, you know, you're right. It's good. Yeah, you're picking up on things that I had not even realized. All right, so we've got 2 more. Next one is from the subreddit bisexual. Oh, and the points check just at the moment. So we've got Angela, you're on 4. Bradford's on a very respectable 1.
don't do that.
And Lawrence is on 2.
It's like when I take my pants off and they're
Right,
like,
so
it's so
can
big.
catch up.
We can
One.
even up if
Like-
I get the next 2 right and you get the next 2 wrong. Okay.
Yeah, right. So
If you both quit, I could win by default.
yes, that is true.
Yay, the 2 greatest words in the English language.
This is from the subreddit bisexual. Title: I realized I only ever picked celebrity crushes I thought I was supposed to have. Okay. I haven't read this one properly. I'm 29 female and I've identified as straight my whole life. Recently, my partner and I were joking about childhood celebrity crushes, and I realized every guy I liked, quote unquote, growing up was just whoever my friends liked. Now, I'm wondering if I spent years confusing admiration for attraction, or maybe the other way around. Has anyone else had a delayed realization from something this random?
I'm not in love with my answer, but we're going with it.
I'm in lust with mine.
I'm indifferent.
Because I know the answer.
Yeah, true. 3, 2, 1, reveal. We have a troll from Lawrence, a truth from Angela, and a truth from Bradford. It is in fact a troll.
Yeah, I'd written down truth, and at the end, the last bit, I was like, oh, that sounds like a troll.
I'm coming for you, Angela. You fuck up the next one, I get the next one right. It's it.
Nip it on your heels. Okay, last 2. So Lawrence, you're on 3 now. 1 for Bradford, correct? Is that not 1?
Yeah.
Was that 1? Let me just check. I'm just calculating.
Get out the abacus.
And 4 for Angela. Okay, next one. From the subreddit bisexual. Big title in caps. Guess who's no longer single, guys and people with thighs? I like that they just made that rhyme. And they probably just like thighs. That's great.
I like thighs.
I do too. I'm the thigh master.
They stole the product stole it from you.
It did.
Yeah. You've been suing him for the last 30 years.
I am sadly older than the thigh master.
That's because you did it, right?
That's right, because I invented it. Sorry, please continue.
No worries. This is a very short, very, very short post. Finally got a GF, girlfriends. The all by myself phase is over. It only took 17 years. Wow. Good on this person if this is a real post.
Wait, and what
sorry.
subreddit
I
was
did.
this in?
Go ahead.
Bisexual. Finally got a girlfriend.
Finally gotta.
My by myself phase is over.
I don't know.
Only took 17 years.
No,
I
wait.
just read the whole post again.
All right, we'll just go with this.
3, 2, 1, reveal. We've got truth from Lawrence, troll from Angela, troll from Bradford.
No, that might say truth.
What?
It might say truth.
Oh,
A troll.
dude.
A troll.
Pick a side.
You can't do that to me.
Yeah. Don't erase me.
Don't erase me. You're right. We do need a camera on him.
Yeah,
His
yeah, all right,
face.
two.
He saw what he said.
Yeah.
He heard what he said after. And like,
I actually
you
said
need
that with
to-
the intent of rage baiting you.
You need to comment. Everyone needs to comment. You need to comment. You've got 100 different accounts. Comment.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Hashtag let's cancel Gabe, the producer.
I don't want to cancel you. I just want to see your
wanna
pretty
film
face
you.
on screen. I want to film you.
So what do you want to go with? What's
Fine. I'll go with troll.
go with troll? It was in fact a truth.
That's why I have truth.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
No, I won't.
Confused as to why that's in the bisexual subreddit. That's why I was asking it again, because it's a guy who has a girlfriend who's
don't
been
know
by
if it's a
himself
guy.
for 17 years. I thought it was.
Well, actually, they don't
It doesn't
specify.
specify.
Oh, okay. I thought it
Which
was.
makes it sound like a
Okay.
troll.
Yeah.
It does.
I just went with it because it was just so arbitrary and ridiculous.
Humans can be
without any
trolls too.
context or any. I was just
That's
like,
true,
this
yeah.
is just the ramblings of a fucking human.
That's why I picked it. It was just to throw you through a loop. Here's the last one, guys.
Yeah.
So, Lawrence, you're on 3? Is that right?
4.
4.
We're tied.
You're tied. This is
Yeah.
the tiebreaker. This could
Yeah.
decide it all. And Bradford, you're just here to have fun.
I'm just keeping this seat
I
warm.
thought that was it. I thought we
Yeah, I thought
tied.
that was
I was
it,
happy
yeah.
with tied.
But you could win.
I don't want to win. I just wanted the tie.
Look, you could win, and we could never have these guys on again, or or you could lose.
I don't know. I heard Angela's pretty competitive. She might want to come back just to even the score.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, for a comeback. Well, this is a perfect one to end on. All right, this is from the subreddit Swingers, and it's titled "Dick Hardness." Wife made an interesting comment recently and wondering if this is true in general or just her experience. She mentioned that the few cocks she's played with have never gotten quite as hard as the average size cocks. It's part of her preference towards average. She likes rock hard cocks. The large ones cause her discomfort. So, do average size cocks get harder than large ones? That's actually an interesting thought experiment, and I've wondered that sometimes when looking at porn with guys with massive dicks, thinking I don't see them get as hard as average size. So anyway, this is just my musings while you guys
All right, you ready?
write your answers. Okay,
Oh.
3, 2, 1, go. So we've got truth from Lawrence, a troll from Angela, and a truth from Bradford. I just want to hold the suspense.
It starts like a troll and it ends like a truth, and that's
It is
See,
a
I
tricky
thought
one. It is a
Yeah.
tricky
I
one.
thought it started like a truth and ended like a troll.
okay.
It is in fact a truth.
Nice.
Lawrence, you win.
I would like to donate my 2 points to Angela. We're playing as a team.
Doesn't work that way.
Thank you for being my competition.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
Done, Lawrence.
Well, thank you guys. Appreciate you indulging in my kink, which is making my guests suffer through a game that I've invented.
I love that kink. That's a
Yeah,
great
it's
kink. We'll always come back for
You
games.
respect me now, Gabe?
Well, I'll get back to you next episode on that. Depends how well you do the end segment.
Andy, can you put in a crying?
Oh my gosh.
Andy,
Jokes aside, can we throw in? Do you mind if we throw in and cut this out of the a thing on Escape to the Tropics? We have 2 rooms left.
yeah, of course.
Fucking hide.
Your producer said yes.
Yes,
Of course
yes.
you can. Yeah,
So-
go. And keep all this in.
So
Keep that part in where I'm like,
Well, I was saying, this is the part of the show where we say thank you for listening and thank you to our guests. We do the wind up. So it's just like, we hope you enjoy that. Please like and subscribe or spank that subscribe button and comment if you enjoyed this episode or what you liked about it, or if you want to see Gabe on camera.
no.
And thank you to our lovely, wonderful guests, or our wonderful guests. Bradford and Angela from BytheBi. You got anything to plug, shout out, throw out?
Thank you very much. We always love coming back, and get in the comments and tell them that you want us back again, because we would love to come back again. We actually do have 2 more rooms remaining for our Escape to the Tropics, which is our getaway in far north Queensland. That's in November of this year. So 2 more rooms. So if you want to check that out, you go to
Escape, XCAPE .bythebi, BYTHEBI.com.au.
Yeah. But other than that, just follow them. They're great. And
Yeah,
come to our pendulum parties.
We'll put it on the show notes down below, and including a link right straight to the info for Escape. It is great. I've been there, and we've only been there once. That's where we found out we were having.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was
yeah.
4 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget, we have our Patreon channel. So if you want to subscribe for extra dirty, sexy, spicy content, you can. And our spicy members, which are one of our tier levels, we also shout out your name on the channel, on the episode. So big special thanks to Ben P, David G, Ryan, Arkesh V, Damo, Honey Cherry, and RA. And all our naughty members will be on the screen now. So don't forget to rate the episode 5 stars for sexiness, and we'll catch you at the club next time. Stay sexy. Bye.